Okay, so then I gotta ask you this though, Bang. What's your fantasy? First of all, how the hell did you hook up with Luda? But then when you gave him that track and then he blacks out and Shauna blacks out on it, were you thinking, okay, I'm about to have a long ass career in this thing?
How I met Luda?
Yeah.
Lil Fate.
Okay.
Lil Fate was the mutual link to me and Ludacris. This is before he was Ludacris though. You know, shit. I gave him his first hit record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we both came in the game together in a sense, you know. Like he was fucking with Timberland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, say what you feel.
He was fucking with Timberland, but you know, Fat Rabbit wasn't a hit. You know what I'm saying? It was like he was playing with it. But Lil Fate, man, when I moved to Atlanta, a dude that became my best friend is Lil Fate's cousin. So
Damn.
once we linked up, I remember the first time he pulled up on me, Lil Fate was driving.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Lil Fate, you know, I just knew his cousin.
Yeah.
So we was kicking it like that, you know, pull up, pick me up, and through like Lil Fate just conversating and talking, I'm observing that he's like outside, you know, he's rapping, you know, he's in the mix, you know everybody, you know. Him and Chris went to school together.
Yeah.
And we would link up on the weekends, like we'd get hotel rooms and just smoking and rapping. I would just beat on the table, beatbox and shit like that.
Yeah.
And Chris came through one day. That's when we first met. Also, I cut hair, so Chris would come through the barbershop. They went to Banneker. I cut hair near Banneker and Shannon Mall. So he would come through there and get his hair cut by somebody else though. I wasn't like we weren't really locked in like that. We just like we just know each other type shit, but I wasn't making beats at that time. Like I wasn't physically making beats. So he didn't know who I was or what I did or my desires.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't come till later on. Lil Fate knew what I was into.
Yeah.
But when I finally bought my MP, man, I made like some of his Incognito album. That was like some of my first beats, bro.
My God.
Like some of my first beats. Use a Hoe, like one of my first beats, bro. Like straight up.
Use a Hoe was another one of my favorite goddamn Ludacris songs too, man. So I mean, with that being said, on the same breath, Bang, a lot of producers produce tracks, but then they'll give tracks to folks that won't do them justice, man.
Yeah. So,
you had a Luda.
Yeah. Luda our styles complemented each other.
Yeah.
Like it's just God, man. Ever since I was a little dude, you know, all my friends was dope boys. Like they sold crack like 6th grade up. You know what I'm saying? So I was always around that, but it was never attractive to me.
Yeah.
And even when I started leaning, like thinking like, man, I just need to like just make some money right quick. Like God would always speak to me and tell me like, nah, you good, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like if I had did that, I would have fucked up my blessings.
Exactly.
So God always spoke to me, like put me in the right places, telling me to go to Atlanta, doing this and doing that. And it was God how we connected, you know, because my best friend that was the link, like passed away later on. So it was like, it was all spiritual.
Yeah.
So when we linked, it was easy. It was easy. It was like I was his missing link. He was mine, and it just made sense. And What's Your Fantasy was an intro to a beat. Because I would, being a new producer, I would like make 3 beats in one. You know how like niggas is doing today. You know how Drake is transitioning to other, and how Travis Scott song go from this to, and it's one song. Like
Yeah.
I was already doing that. I was so creative. I was making intros into the whole beat. Then it goes into something else.
Yeah.
And then it was too much. You know what I'm saying? It was too much. So Chris like, yo, man, like take this and make a beat out of it. You know, because the intro came on, What's Your Fantasy? Dun, 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 dun. And I will always take what I'm doing and make whole beats, but that was the vision for this particular thing at the moment.
Yeah.
So I took the beat and I just extended it. I put the hi-hat on it. Then I made the bridge. Ass, windows up. That change up. I put that on there and just gave it to him. Then I think I seen him about a week later, and I was at his crib. He's like, yeah, I wrote to that song. He's like, I wanna lick you. I ain't get it at first. I'm like, because it's new. You know, it's new.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. I'm looking at him, all right, cool. But it was genius. You know
Come
what I'm
on,
saying? It
man.
was genius. And, you know, Shauna got on it just because, you know, Luda was always a fan of Shauna from the radio. From the infamous Syndicate group she was in. And he always had, you know, he was already formatting his plays, you know, once he reached the level or got to somewhere he was trying to go, he's always reaching back and getting those people that, you know, he liked.
Yeah.
And Shauna, I remember when Shauna first, we was at Patchwork, and she had just flew into town to get on the song. And, you know, he played the song for her, and she kind of like giggled, like, like, you serious? It was like, ha, you for real? And, you know, she killed it. And it turned into something that nobody expected it to be.